my name is Campbell. I'm currently a research associate at the Department of Food Science, Nutrition and Health Promotion. I will invite you to follow to my department and show you a little bit on what we do. This is one of our labs where we do a lot of mite research, and this is the microscope that we use to count the mites. We have mite culture being reared in here, and this is one of our chambers that we can actually raise the mites in here, as well as condition some of the plastic wraps, another invention that we're working on as well. So let me take you to the pilot plant. And now we're going to be visiting our Emmerman-Hernsberger food processing plant. Follow me. This may not look like, what a classroom or a labs normally look like, but this is actually a functioning food processing plant that our students utilize and faculty utilize a lot for research. So I would like to show you the netting equipment here. This is a piece of equipment that we designed for the project for the dry cured ham and ham mite research. Basically, we put our solutions in here, and then the nets will actually go down, and then we'll produce, the nets coming out of here with the nets rolled back in, and that's how we produce those nets in the facility. Sensor lab, the James Garrison Sensor Lab. So here we do a lot of research with sensory. One of my major responsibilities are helping the food companies with their sensory needs or product issues within quality or product development or maybe shelf life. See, these are where our stations where we prepare food and send it to the panelists. And here you're seeing our tasting booth where our panelists would actually sit down. Here we'll actually be getting the samples from the other end of the kitchen, and then she'll be able to follow the screen, follow the instructions to be able to complete the survey that we're collecting on those food products. Well, I'm originally from China, and I have a bachelor's degree from Hunan Agricultural University from Changsha, China. And after I completed my master's, I've always actually wanted to help farmers and processors like my father to be successful. So I came to the United States, and I was fortunate to get on a research assistantship from Dr. Gary Lawrence in plant pathology. So I completed my master's there. And then I wanted to kind of switch and then do a PhD on meat science. And then I was able to connect with the Department of Food Science, Nutrition and Health Promotion and find my current supervisor, Dr. Wes Schilling. So I was able to complete a PhD here at Mississippi State. I actually applied at Auburn University, and Dr. Kathy Lawrence is one of the professors that I emailed her about, but she had already hired her graduate assistant that year, so she sent my CV to her husband who works at Mississippi State, which is, it's kind of like a fun history that how I ended up here. But Dr. Lawrence was looking for a graduate assistant, so I was able to, he offered me a position, and I came to Mississippi State, and that's how I'm here. I've been here since 2011 for my master's, and then did school for about 6.5 years, and then worked on my current position for almost close to 6 years now. So my department has a variety of majors. We have food science, nutrition, health promotion. For the food science area that I'm specialized in, we prepare students and teach them to be ready for their career. So that's what we enjoy doing. And then also by bringing them outside of the classroom, like I showed you those labs and spaces where we collaborate with the food industry a lot, and where this provides them a lot of experiential learning opportunities. People that I work with. And another great favorite part of this department, I think, is our students. I think they are very hardworking and they respect each other. Specific research interests are food processing, product development, sensory quality, shelf life, as well as functional foods. Anything related to foods I'm very passionate about, yeah. So currently I'm working on commercializing those ham nets that we produce. So we actually have 2 continuing USDA grants on that as well. So I'm working on the plastic wrap with cellulose with a student, as well as finishing, trying to get this technology transferred to the food industry. The second one is I'm actually designing a product development online curriculum with some other instructors across the United States. Another primary responsibility that I do right now is to support the food industry with either their sensory needs or their product issues in their plant, as well as maybe quality issues. I'm also teaching a couple classes in the department. So the first one is Principles of Functional Foods, Nutrition and Health, Plants and Nutraceuticals, as well as Food Products Evaluation. Planning to become a faculty in the near future with focusing on food processing, product development, quality, as well as safety and shelf life and functional foods in the future. Most notable invention would be the ham nets that we produced out of the USDA methylbromide alternative outreach program. So basically, where the dry cured ham industry right now, they have an issue where they would get a pest called ham mite. If you're not familiar with dry cured hams, usually you can see country hams on the Cracker Barrel's menu. When that drying happens in the aging room, there are mites that in the environment can get in, and then you can't have an infestation within about 2 weeks in the facility. They currently use methylbromide. However, it's being actually phased out because a Montreal protocol actually has been claimed as an ozone depleting substance. Everything is being used up. They no longer have a fumigant to kill the mites in the plant. So we've actually been working on this technology a while back for probably over 10 years now. First, we developed the coatings where we have dancing gum, carrageenan, which are kind of like polysaccharides, where we can put in an active ingredient, which is the propylene glycol that we use to in the coating solution, and then we put them in the nets actually. So we now are having these nets being used in the ham processing plants, trying to help them with combating the mite infestation in their plant. A roll of nets, like it's big, just like the fabric on here, and the nets will roll down into the solution that we invented. And then you'll go through the 2 double rollers here. You'll actually be able to pull the nets out of here, and then we use this to actually roll back the nets back into a roll so that we can ship them. If the technology is going to be transferred successfully, it's definitely going to help the processors to survive their business first, and then second will help them to save cost, and then most importantly to help them produce sustainable products, for the industry and for the consumers. So the most challenging, I would say, is implementing efficiently, and as we've seen the cost of the materials and labor in this couple years has been really difficult with COVID, and I think we're also seeing supply chain issues with having our nets being supplied. Also looking for the right either the licensee or find the right students to lead a mural company. I think when it comes to research, it takes great teams to get the research moving. I think our university does a terrific job, supporting the faculty. And ORED, the Office of Research and Economic Development, Office of Technology Management as well. I think this team environment and working together is what sets us apart.